Shark Whitebeard here at Shark's Tavern making another video. The video I'm making today is basically about being a soldier of fortune, a mercenary type guy. You just signed on with a company of soldiers to go campaigning, adventuring, whatever you want to call it. And what I want to talk about is first of all, is the Kettle helmet, which is what I'm wearing right here. This is one of the most common helmets they wore back in medieval times in the Middle Ages. They're very common, they're very practical, they're relatively cheap compared to other helmets. And to me, in like some of the old movies and stuff, they're out there running around with these helmets. They always reminded me of, they almost like World War I type helmets that the English were wearing, you know, back in the Great War. So it was a very practical design. They wore them all the way up into the early 1900s, you know, similar to helmets like this. They're mostly worn by infantry soldiers and archers, crossbowmen, stuff like that. And but they said some people, knights and stuff, would wear them too sometimes. The advantage of this is, for one, is you have good visibility. There's nothing blocking your eyesight, and you can breathe really good because it's not covering your face. So, very practical helmet, very iconic. They used them all the time, and I always kind of thought they're kind of cool, so I bought me one. And as a soldier, I signed on. You know, I'm kind of like thinking if I signed on with the company of pikemen is what I'm thinking of. And I don't have any armor, but I got a helmet, and I got, and my weapon, my primary weapon of choice would be this, which is the English bill. And you'd be in a company formation with a bunch of guys carrying similar weapons to these, and pikemen, which are long spears, pole axes, halberds, type different configuration. This is an English bill. This guy, like the back, you got the point to pierce through armor, stuff like that if you can. You got the point on the top with an edge on the side. Right here's the cut, slash, or stab, and you got the edge right here with kind of a hook so you can knock guys off their horses or knights or parry their weapons or grab their shields with it. These were pretty practical and pretty, they use them quite a bit, and I just saw a video when this guy was explaining that these were way more important than swords. These things were very, any medieval army would have a bunch of guys carry these on foot. Relatively cheaper to make and manufacture than a sword. And they were, this is an English bill, I don't know if I mentioned that, is what it's called, and you know, to reach out and be in formation. And of course I showed the great sword where guys would come in trying to cut these things, cut the tops off them and use them that way and fight their way through a whole forest of these guys using these. And of course the guys on the other end, they wouldn't just be standing there letting them cut the ends off or break the shafts on them. They'd be poking them and trying to tear them down and knock them down. So that's what I would be carrying this guy here. As a secondary weapon, what I'm looking at is would be a short sword. So this is my secondary weapon, is the short sword here, kind of a archer sword, something short, smaller. As a secondary weapon, if I lost my pole arm, I'd go to this guy. And I thought, you know, why not? If the pole arm is a two-handed weapon, so you can't carry a shield, and a shield's very important, but you couldn't use it with both hands on the pole arm, so you wouldn't carry a big shield. But I thought, you know, hey, if I had it, why not bring along my little buckler here, so at least I had something to use. And if it comes down to it, I have my short sword and my buckler as a weapon. And this is metal. This is a lark weapon, lark sword. But, you know, when I go, like I said, I carry lark weapons to fight with the kids. So I have my buckler and my short sword as a secondary weapon, as a camp tool, and I think I carry it with me just in case you ever need it, would be just a regular axe, hand axe. So I carry this with me also. And this is more of a camp tool, something to be used in camp, stuff, chopping firewood or whatever you're going to need. But I carry it with me too, just to have it just in case. You can't ever have enough weapons like that on your persons in case. And a lot of times I used to throw these, but I don't know if I throw it. I think I just keep it with me. The last but not least weapon I'd be carrying is a personal weapon, which is the base lord, and that's this guy right here, and I'm carrying it in my boot. So this is a personal weapon. Actually, it would be probably the only eating utensil you'd carry with you, and double-edged weapon, base lord, medieval type, dagger, and this would be used around camp or whatever as a tool, personalized thing, but in the last resort, this would be the last line of defense as a weapon I'd be carrying with me. So that's just my take on if I was going to go out campaigning with a company of soldiers and sign on as a soldier of fortune or something. That's kind of what I'd be looking at. I think an English bill would be an excellent weapon. If I had a nice Kettle helmet to give me head protection, would be good. If I could afford some armor, that'd be even better. So that's kind of my spiel on this. Please like, subscribe, share, give me a thumbs up, comments if you want more videos like this. So thank you very much.